Top of the points, 13.2 per game. Peric closing in on him after his big haul last week. McGee also with more than 3 rebounds and more than 4 rebounds and 3 assists on average per game week. Meanwhile, Pinar Karsiyaka have got a lot of talent in their ranks. Josh Owens, a towering figure, of course, at 2 meters and 6 at centre, and to Juan Summers. And the man who did the damage last week was Jacoban Marquise Brown. 17 points against Oradea, 8 assists to boot, and he, so far in the Basketball Champions League, has had more than 50% success rate from outside of the 3-point line. Game day number 9 then. We are into the second half of the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. The groups are really starting to reach their climax, if you like, and a win for Venezia tonight, or indeed for Pinar Karsiyaka, at least for 24 hours, will have them top of the group, as Le Mans don't play until tomorrow. Everything about this game, we will have a tight one tonight. Their field goal averages are almost identical. Pinar Karsiyaka at 43.6% success, and Venezia with 0.1 more success, 43.7. There's Peric, the Croatian, who's got a lot of talent. And he hit 23 points against Le Mans, as I said earlier, 6 assists for Marquez Haynes. And Jeff Vigiano was particularly successful at the boards with 5 rebounds. It's going to be a hostile atmosphere tonight here in Izmir. No question about that. We are going to have a minute of silence before the game in remembrance of those who were killed in the tragic explosions in Istanbul earlier this week. But before that, it's the Pinar Karsiyaka side who are being introduced. And a win for them takes them to the top of the pile, at least for a short time. Well, who are the main men in their squad? Well, you can look no further than Jacoban Brown. 14.3 points per game, nearly 5 rebounds, more than 5 assists on average. It's a remarkable haul. The Polish international Mateusz Ponitka as well has been a high scorer, double digits for scores, nearly 5 rebounds per game, and he's good at steals as well. One of the areas they'll be hoping to work on is turnovers. They're averaging 15 per game, are Pinar Karsiyaka. Walter De Raffaelli is the Venezia coach. And his side are on a good run. Some question their character after their defeat to Ukrainian side Kimmich. They lost 2 of the first 3 games they played in the Basketball Champions League, their first 2 road games, but they bounced back strongly and are now on an impressive 5-game winning run. And they'll be hoping to mount up another road win tonight, but it will be difficult in the hostile atmosphere of the Karsiyaka Arena. Last season, Venezia finished 5th in the regular season in Italy. They lost to the eventual champions EA7 Milano in the semi-finals of the playoffs. Here are our referees, Eddie Viata of France, Cyprian Stoica of Romania, and Sergei Zaschuk of Ukraine there to the right. And a lot of new signings at Venezia. Haynes, McGee and Hagens all brought in. Haynes from Panathinaikos, McGee from Cremona, and Hagens signed from Aris Thessaloniki, another team playing in this year's Basketball Champions League. There's the starting five. It's Hagens, Ejim, Philoy, Vigiano, the assist king last week, and the main man, Tyrus McGee. You'll be hoping for another night of sharp shooting. And your picture there is the Italian international, Stefano Tonut. We'll be hoping to play a key part for Italy at Eurobasket 2017 next summer. There is Walter De Raffaelli, experienced coach. His assistants Alberto Bilio and Alberto Bufu. Got plenty of nationalities represented in their roster, including Canada, of course, Melvin Ejim, Croatia, Voji Peric, and Greece, Michael Bramos. And all the Austrian as well, Benjamin Ortner. He's a champion in Italy with Montepaschi Siena. Last words of wisdom from Nenad Markovic, the Karsiyaka coach.
Transition defense, okay. Start offense with chest, okay. With chest. Remember, okay. When this three guy cut here, when the stagger comes, four, like this, okay.
It's a busy night, game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League. Action going on across Europe as per usual. The only place to watch it all is on live.basketball TV. Every game of the Basketball Champions League live, or you can watch them on catch up as well. The customary pre-game handshakes. Pinar Karsiyaka, two-time winners of the Turkish Basketball League. Now Markovic, the Bosnian who's in charge, took over in the summer after leaving Trabzonspor. Before the game gets underway, we are going to have a minute of silence to remember and reflect on the incident in Istanbul 3 days ago.
Saldırıda yaşamını yitiren polisimize ve vatandaşlarımıza Allah'tan rahmet, ailelerine başsağlığı, yaralananlara da acil şifalar diliyoruz. Omuz omuzayız, polisimizin yanındayız. Milletimizin başı sağ olsun. Şimdi yaşanan bu hain terör saldırıları nedeniyle hayatını kaybeden vatandaşlarımız için sizleri bir dakikalık saygı duruşuna davet ediyoruz.
Very poignant and perfectly observed by the basketball fans here at the Karsiyaka Arena. Putting everything into perspective. So then it is Venezia in the maroon colours and Pinar Karsiyaka, the home team, in the white, green and red, the customary kit. Well, welcome along then to Izmir in Turkey for game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League. Pinar Karsiyaka and Umana Reyer Venezia going at it tonight for a top spot in Group B. And the perfect start from the hosts. Put up and in by Mateusz Ponitka, the Pole. First look at the, or first listen to the atmosphere that Venezia are going to have to play in tonight, and they'll try and keep the crowd quiet And that's how to do it. Jamel Higgins with his first score of the night. And we've got a quick fire start and reply here in Turkey. Ponitka out to Brown, the main man tonight for Pinar Karsiyaka. Out to the corner, back in and thrown down one-handed with power by Josh Owens. Tough task tonight as Ejim finds Philoy. Ariel Philoy gets it back and drives into the lane and puts it up, and the follow is there briefly from Higgins. And the decision goes the way of Karsiyaka. That's better defensive work. Jacoven Brown getting it, the ball out quickly to the corners. Now Ponitka tries a little step back, but it was blocked off there. And Venezia's defence this time flourishes, but it's been given away carelessly, and they'll be made to pay. That's a smart finish from Ponitka again. And Karsiyaka building up an early lead here. Philoy out to Melvin Ejim. And now Tyrus McGee, it's up for three and rims out. Real fast-paced nature to this game early for three. No. Dealing in two-point plays in the early exchanges here. It's Ejim, wide open, throws it down. Big finish from Higgins. Cuts the lead back to two. Beigel. This is Jacoven Brown. Biding his time. Shot clock's down to three. Are they aware? Has to finish quickly, Summers, and does. Beautifully put away for the mid-range two. And Summers is off and running for the night. McGee. He's not a popular fellow here. Vigiano. Tries to go back to the top of the mountain. It's come to Ejim. Oh, and he has it stolen from him. Oh, what a rejection. Great recovery in time by Ejim, but it's in vain. The three-point shot is good from Ponitka, who cannot stop scoring in the early exchanges. Timeout called by Venezia. They're under the pump here. Great little steal that was from Summers. Ejim came back hard, but Ponitka made it what would have been a two-point play into a three. Pinar Karsiyaka with all of the early momentum. It's time for Walter De Raffaele to have his say as Venezia look to regroup. They are 4-0 at home. The struggles have been on the road. Let's have a little eavesdrop. No question, Pinar Karsiyaka will be delighted with that start. Defeats at home against Le Mans and Kachaya, who would have been particularly disappointed by the defeat to the Finnish group. Le Mans, one of the strongest sides in the Basketball Champions League. Their two wins at home have come against Israeli side Maccabi Ran-Media, and last time out they really put Aradia to the sword. That was a big win, 79-50. On average, Venezia are 3 points better off per game in this year's Basketball Champions League. Here's McGee, the man who makes Venezia tick. Ejim trying to force up a shot. Doesn't get it, but the foul's called. Thought about going down. Anyway, it's going to be the first free throws of the night here in Izmir. And it's Melvin Edgin with that first trip to the line, the Canadian international. Starts as he means to go on. And makes 2 from 2 from the line. That'll do his confidence some good. He's one of the top rebounders in this team. Only Hagens has got a better record at the boards. Edgin averaging almost 6 rebounds per game. Here's Brown. Michael making the ball move at speed. And unfortunately for Pinar Karsiyaka, Michael couldn't quite gather on the rebound. Here's Ariel Filoy. Edgin in support. Now McGee. Listen to the crowd. And Filoy from the corner. Good. First three-pointer of the night for Venezia. They've drawn it back to a 2-point game here. Beigel. It's being watched closely. Almost a backcourt violation. Brown took that into his stride well. Shot clock into single figures and a nice finish. Good play from Brown. It's his first points of the night. Certainly not his last. Filoy knows he has support in Hagens. Goes out to the corner instead. Another 3-point shot. No good, and Ponik is fouled by Melvin Edgin. He's a little over-eager to make that a turnover. Umana Reyer Venezia 6-2 coming into tonight, and Pinar Karsiyaka 5-3. Venezia have actually scored more points than anyone above them, i.e. more points than Le Mans. The highest scorer in this group is Avtodor Saratov, but that might not be the case for much longer if Pinar Karsiyaka keep hitting threes from that kind of distance. To Juan Summers. Quick response here, perhaps. It was an attempt at an alley-oop pass. Another foul called, and again, right under the basket, and Hagens will get to go to the line. Foul called on Owens. Seemed a fair enough call. Perfect free throw shooting from Venezia so far. Got to be careful here coming out of defence. Off the leg of Edgin. Pinar Karsiyaka will maintain possession here. They finished 6th in the regular season of the Turkish Basketball Super League last season. Knocked out in the playoffs at the quarter-final stage. Gets to the board and finishes. Lovely dribble drive there from Mohamed Beigel. They are without Kevin Dillard tonight. Anyway, it's moved swiftly into the corner. Missed, but then good work at the rebound and the finish to match from Tyrus McGee. And that's what he is all about. Hitting your three-pointer and making it a 4-point game. 5-point game, beg your pardon. It's a 2-pointer. Long 2. Brown. Ponitska. Thought about the 3-point shot. Instead goes back out to Jacovan Brown, who gets into the key and finishes. The success rate's been impressive so far, up at 70% for Pinar Karsiyaka from field goals. Venezia a little worse off, hence why they trail by 6. Bramos to Edgin. He's just come on, Michael Bramos, the Greek. Into the paint and was upended there. It's another foul. And they're building up now for Karsiyaka. That's their third with 3:23 left on the clock in the first quarter. Philoy. Stolen here. This is Tyrus McGee. And Higgins tries to put it up. Has the foul called on Summers, I believe. That foul count is growing. And it's resulted in a bit of groaning from the fans here at the Karsiyaka Arena. No complaints, though, from on the court. Summers' second foul means he's going to go and sit down. Venezia will try to continue to eat away at this lead. Higgins already up on 6 points. First free throw that's been missed tonight. No problems with the second. It's a 5-point game. 3:08 left on the clock in the first quarter. Starting to change things up a little bit here. Brown, but off the ball. There was an incident, and fouled on that occasion was Weigel by McGee. And he's already up on 2 fouls. Ponitka. Summers throws one up. Oh, nearly. Foul on Higgins, and a trip to the line coming now for Josh Owens. Owens hasn't actually had much success from the free throw line. He's got the lowest percentage of converted free throws in the Pinar Karsiyaka team, down at 58%, but makes no mistake with his first free throw of the night. .50% record continues. Venezia in the front court with Melvin Edgin. A really entertaining side, Venezia, to watch. Possession lost again, though, by the Italians, who've been a little clumsy there. The turnovers are starting to stack up. They're at 3 turnovers already, compared to Karsiyaka, who haven't been turned over at all yet. Here's Owens. Works it to Weigel. Mohamed Weigel. Brown, top of the mountain, out to Ponitka. His shooting has been tremendous. So if I look like he might have been fouled there, the referees didn't agree. It's been lost, and Venezia in transition, looking to execute. No, missed by Bramos on that occasion. And there's been no time to catch our breath so far. Fast-paced start to this one. Higgins goes for a rest. Brown gets up to the rack, and I have to credit the bravery of Benjamin Ortner there, but nonetheless did give away a foul here, getting in the way of a lot of muscle and power there in the form of Jacobin Brown. What a night he had last week. 17 points, 8 assists against Aradia, who's the man who kept things ticking over. Brown. First free throw he nails. .3 points per game. Makes him the highest scorer and the sharpest shooter in this Pinar Karsiyaka side. Venezia not having it their own way at the moment. Possession turned over again. Foul by Philoy. Look at that. Well, I think actually the foul was by Ortner, looking at that. That wasn't going to go unnoticed by the officials. Brown. Well worked upon Itka. Would have been a sensational finish from there, and the decision goes the way of Umana Reyer this time. Really good battle in Group B. It's an elite group forming, trying to win the group, and these two are both part of it. Here's Bramos, difficult finish, left-handed, one-handed, but does finish. That was superb from Michael Bramos. Was it? No, it's Benjamin Ortner. Beg your pardon. Beigel. Owens to Brown. Tried to go for the big pass to the corner. It does reach Panika. Off Bramos. Shot clock down to 3. Got to use it quick. Can he finish? No, he can't. And it's grabbed by Ortner, who moves things on quickly to Marcus Haynes, spelt with a big capital Q in the middle of his name. Out to the corner. Oh, missed by a mile. May not match it. Peric. Haynes on for his first play. And Ortner steadies and shoots. Misses. Wide open. Recaptured. Good work at the boards from Venice. And they still can't make it count though. Haynes rims out. And Pinar Karsiyaka live to tell the tale. Into the last 30 seconds of the first quarter. Mohamed Beigel. Brown. Right on the buzzer. 5 seconds to get something. Peric going it alone. Loses it. They've got to go for it. No, too late. Wouldn't have counted. But a very fine first quarter from the Turkish team. And it's high fives all round, led by head coach Nenad Markovic, who got that one tactically spot on. Excellent work at the boards there. 7 rebounds in the first quarter. 4 assists and only 1 turnover for the hosts. 4 turnovers for Umana Reyer Venezia. Need to cut that out. They trail by 6 here at the Karsiyaka Arena after the first quarter. Well, they're up in the field goal shooting. Free throw line, Venezia enjoying a bit more success.
Every time they move the ball toward this side, let's say. This shooter standing here.
Markovic just running through some of the defensive work they need to work on. As we see the confirmation that the turnovers and steals have been really the key to that first quarter. Umana Reyer Venezia robbed of possession on multiple occasions, and Pinar Karsiyaka making it count. Haynes, 6 points in this game as the second quarter gets underway. Peric looking for a way up there. There's no avenue, says Petway. Not in my house. Great defense. And Pinar Karsiyaka continue at the start of the second quarter as they ended the first here with a solid defence, and we'll see if they've got that potent attack. Sones Şentürk has come on for the home side, and the big finish. Jacob Brown makes it an 8-point game. Remember, you can watch all of the Basketball Champions League live, only in one place. Live.Basketball TV is your place to go for every game in every group of the Basketball Champions League, and indeed the latter stages as well when they get underway. Here is Peric, and now Bramos, who looks for the support. There's not much by way of space here. The energy in defence impressive from Pinar Karsiyaka. Can they keep it up? It's Tyrese McGee looking for a way through. Back outside, and a lovely finish from Bramos. They're forcing Umana Reyer Venezia to do something really special just to get some scores. They are a very good team. Finishes well. Guven is up and run his account underway. Haynes is trying to do likewise, but rimmed out, and a good defensive rebound for Pinar Karsiyaka. Guven. Now here's Mateusz Ponitka. Spotted Şentürk in space, and now out to Brown. Brown driving up the baseline and finishes off the glass. He's up to double digits now, and Pinar Karsiyaka's lead almost is. Haynes. Peric. Back to Marcus Haynes. He struggled, has to be said, Haynes, since coming up. The momentum is certainly with Pinar Karsiyaka. 5 steals to Umana Reyer Venezia's 0. Brown. Centre was waiting back outside. Brown draws the foul. Well, a win for the Turkish side tonight would mean that they have identical records, 6-3. But it would be Umana Reyer Venezia's first defeat since game day 3. 5 wins in a row, and certainly under a bit of pressure. Brown shoots down the first of his 2 free throws. The head-to-head in this one was always likely between Jacob Brown and Tyrese McGee, and at the moment there's no question who's winning that battle. 12 points and 2 assists against 3 points, 2 assists. The problem for McGee is the number of fouls. He's up on 2, and has been since early. Jacob Brown is yet to foul. Well, that rather compounds the issue a bit for Umana Reyer Venezia at the moment. They're not getting anything to stick. And Marcus Haynes and Jamal Higgins have been especially wasteful. Out to Bramos. It's a long-range attempt. Look at the more good work at the boards here. Soner Şentürk. He's been busy. Güven. Brown from way downtown. Good! Huge three-pointer. And Pinar Karsiyaka's lead is the biggest it's been. It's one-way traffic all of a sudden. Higgins does get the good finish this time. Makes up for those missed free throws a moment ago. He's 3 from 3 in terms of field goals, so that's something to cling on to. Weigl, now Güven, stolen here. Venezia in transition, can they make it count? Peric gets up to the rack and finishes up off the glass. 10-point game. Makes it interesting. Well, I haven't seen too many turnovers going the way of the Italians, but that did.
We switch. Let's go. One stop, guys. Come on. Let's go.
Walter Raffaelli trying to revitalise his troops. But at the moment, there's no stopping Jacob and Brown. 15 points on the board already. And we've still got more than half of the second quarter to play. Brown's on for a really big haul tonight. I mentioned before that his record from downtown is mightily impressive. Over 50% success rate in this year's Basketball Champions League from outside of the arc. Restarted in the second quarter then. And here is Weigl. Owens. Here's Jacob and Brown. Oh, wide open out there was Şentürk, top of the mountain. Missed, but close from Brent Petway. He's yet to get a score on the board. Haynes, Peric, got to move it quicker. Foul called. This time on Brown, I think. Yeah, first of the night, no question about that one. Haynes, Peric, long way out. No good. Şentürk, oh, stolen here by Peric. And couldn't quite finish, but he is fouled in the process of getting up to the basket. Desperate attempt to get back from Brent Petway. It was his error that allowed Peric to steal it in the first place. Off goes Petway. Experienced Hrvoje Peric, 31 years of age, formerly of Zagreb and Split and Dubrovnik. Shined for Umana Reyer in 2013 and was the Syria All-Star in 2015. An effective forward. Summers, Ponitka. To Juan Summers. Oh, that's the one. Sensational from Summers. It's back to a double-digit lead again. 12 points. Haynes, Peric, moving the ball at speed. Venezia have got 6 seconds left to do something with it. Higgins puts it up but misses, and it's captured on this near side by who else but Jacob Brown. Falco's the other way this time. Top spot in Group B of the regular season. The Basketball Champions League is up for grabs tonight. The winner of this one will go chop for 24 hours at least. Filloy back outside. Edgin gets it to the corner, and it's finished off well by Vigiano. His first points of the night, those. Did well last week, Jeff Vigiano. 5 rebounds against Le Mans. Puts it up and in. Good finish again. Constant threat. Jacob Brown. He's having a night to remember here in Turkey. Peric. Defensive rebound captured in the end. Here is Beigel. Peric keeping him company, but can't prevent another point or two. Silky smooth that from Mohamed Beigel. Peric. Haynes. Edgin, high one. Good trajectory and finish. Need more three-pointers. And Edgin taking matters to hand. Summers. Brown using the pick and roll and getting the finish. Jacob Brown on 19 points now, 6 out of 7. 2-point field goals. Edgin. Almost. Decision doesn't go the way of Mohamed Beigel, who felt the last touch there was off a Venezia player, Haynes. He's been so active though, Beigel. Great anticipation from him there, putting the pressure on, and that's been the case. It's been a pressured environment. The crowd have played their part, and Umana Reyer Venezia found this rather difficult. With 2:21 left on the clock in the second quarter, it's Filloy. He rims out, and another rebound. This time for Beigel. Actually, his first rebound, that's a good looking pass. Brown wants it, Brown gets it. Biding his time here, shot clock. Oh, finishes again. It's just simply a masterclass from Jacob Brown. 21 points now inside the first half. 140 still to play as well. Haynes goes inside out. Edgin cutting in. Haynes got to go. Misses, and again Pornico on the rebound, spots the wide open player, and it's finished again. And this is turning into a superb night for Pinar Karsiyaka. Don't want to speak too soon, but they are looking too hot for their opponents at the moment. Pornico with a really good pass, had the vision there, and that was cool as you like from Beigel. He let Haynes hurdle him and finished with aplomb.
Got 3 fouls to spend. 3 fouls to spend. Don't allow them to score so easy. Yes, make the 2 position. Ariel, we go one side. Okay, the next possession we go 2 up on the 4 short side for the ball in. Tecnico sono due tiri lì.
Play one. Play one long offense. Next offense. Play short. Short.
Next offense.
Long offense. Move the ball. Okay. Okay. Soner, go for J. Out. Go for J.
Well, pretty simple from Pinar Karsiyaka. Give the ball to Jacob Brown and he will score. It's basically their tactics. Keep it short in terms of the passing, in terms of the plays as well, with not so much left in the first half. Umana Reyer Venezia coach Walter De Raffaelli was having a few choice words there with his players, asking them to use the remaining fouls and make things as difficult as possible. Filoy reduces the arrears by 1. Jeff Vigiano with the restart. 1:23 left in the second quarter. Ariel Filoy. Edging. Not going to count. Travelling. Referee had a very sharp view of that. Deemed Benjamin Ortner to have travelled. Well, Pinar Karsiyaka have been averaging 72 points per game in the Basketball Champions League. I think there's a very strong chance they will go way above that tonight, especially if Jacob Brown stays in this kind of form. Here's Mateusz Ponitka. The Polish player has had a wonderful night, formerly of Zielona Góra, or the Green Mountain, as it literally translates. And you can watch live all of the action from the Basketball Champions League on Live.Basketball TV. It's the place to go, the one-stop shop for everything in this tournament. Live games and recaps. Filoy. Haynes, just any score for Venezia, really, to get them clawing back into this contest. Haynes, step back, difficult finish, does it though. That's his first points of the night. It's taken its time in coming, but it has finally arrived, and a timeout is called. Let's briefly quieten this vocal crowd this evening in Izmir, Turkey, in the west of the country.
Listen, how many fouls they have?
Nothing but
Hey, try to play long offense, okay? If they run this 3-2 zone, Jay go for you. If they run 3-2, play horns against zone, okay? It's longer, a little bit, okay? Horns against zone. Hand off, move the ball, pick horns, zone.
Stiamo facendo dopo,
That was Beichel. Owens, Kornitke. Pinar Karsiyaka with 10 seconds left on the clock for the quarter. Umana Reyer Venezia will likely not have another possession before half-time after that slightly needless foul from Ariel Filloy, it must be said. It's another foul. I'm just going to keep using these up. Filloy again. And they're mounting up for him personally. Seven seconds. Oh, Jacoban Brown with another 2 points. It's honestly been a ridiculous half of action from that man, the number 14 for Pinar Karsiyaka, Jacoban Marquis Brown with 23 points. And the Turkish team, who trail Umana Reyer Venezia in the group standings, lead by 15 points at the halfway stage. They are looking in great shape going into the break. 49-34, and it's all been about Jacoban Brown. Quite frankly, they are up in the stats in everything. Look at that from the three-point line. 50% place 33, 2-pointers. That's where Pinar Karsiyaka's bread and butter has been. And Venezia have missed too many free throws for their liking. Those are not great percentages for the Italians, but they are impressive from Karsiyaka. Fairly even in rebounds. Venezia actually have 4 offensive rebounds, but haven't necessarily made them count all the time. And the turnovers have also favoured Pinar Karsiyaka. 5 steals to Venezia's 2. In other words, one-way traffic, somewhat surprisingly, in this half in Izmir, Turkey. Pinar Karsiyaka lead at half-time, 49-34. I'll leave you with some highlights of the first half of action, and we'll be back to bring you the third and fourth quarters in a few minutes' time.
Round 5. Like this.
Welcome back to the Karsiyaka Arena in Turkey. Pinar Karsiyaka with the better of those two quarters against Umana Reyer Venezia, the visitors from Italy. 23-17 and then 26-17, so it's 15 points the difference. It's a bit of a mountain to climb for the Italian side, who have been put to the sword by Jacob Brown. 23 points personally for Brown. He was the man to watch out for. Tyrus McGee is on, back into the fray. He's on 3 personal fouls, and that's one of the big problems for them. Yeah, they start as they mean to go on. Good finish from Mohamed Baigel. And they get the first score across the 50-point barrier in this third quarter. Haynes. McGee got a hostile atmosphere in the first half and was deemed pretty ineffective. Only 3 points to show for McGee. And this was billed as a head-to-head between McGee and Brown. Here's Haynes, shot clock down to 0. Violation. And Pinar Karsiyaka get another turnover. They have mounted up continually. Ponica. Thought he'd lost control and managed to regain and then finish. The Polish international having a blast of a night. He's up on 9 points now to go with his 5 rebounds. Haynes. Melvin Agin. There's the foul on Ponica, it's called, as he went up against Jeff Vigiano. Pinar Karsiyaka next week go back on the road as they go to Israel to Rishon LeZion. Haynes, again there's no finish there, and the defensive rebounds clogging up for Baigel. Rims out. Umana Reyer Venezia, who are flawless at home, 4-0, are back at home against Kimmich, whom they lost to. Big surprise that was on game day 3. That was when their last defeat was. But today they are heading for defeat as things stand. They trail by almost 20 points. Ejim gets the foul. And the first trip to the line of the third quarter. The Canadian converts both. Ponica looked under pressure there, but released the pass nicely. Oh, wow. That was travelling, wasn't it? Called on Mohamed Baigel. And possession reverses. Umana Reyer Venezia need to build some momentum in this third quarter. They've lost the first 2 quarters. They must win this third one by a reasonable distance as well. Ejim gets up to the rack, can't finish though. More good defensive pressure. And it is relentless from Pinar Karsiyaka. They have kept up the intensity for the whole game so far and counting. 15 rebounds now to Umana Reyer Venezia's 12. The turnovers have been the key though. Whilst the home team have only been turned over 6 times. Amount is 9 for the visitors. Vigiano. This is Michael. Oh, stolen. And a turnover here. And no finish. Big rejection, but it doesn't matter because Hakens was there on the follow, I think. Or was it McGee, actually? I think it was Tyrus McGee. It was. Up goes Brown. This time doesn't get the finish, and the possession goes to the Italians, and the home crowd don't like that. Every time Jacob Brown gets anywhere near the basket, you're expecting it to be converted to points, but on that occasion it wasn't. Hasn't scored yet in the third quarter. Edging, Hakens. Ball runs away from him. Another turnover. Brown pushing Philoy away from him. Now with Josh Owens. Ponica, blasted into there by Vigiano. I don't think there's any malicious intent or anything like that, but it certainly was a foul on the pole. Likely to be an important part of the national team at Eurobasket 2017, Mateusz Ponica of Poland. And with the likes of other Basketball Champions League players like AJ Slaughter. Ponica blocked off this time, no foul. Vigiano, a nice little bounce pass. That's Philoy, now Melvin Agin. Little hook shot and a nice follow from Jamal Hakens. Just starting to make a move here, Umana Reyer Venezia. We're up in the third quarter. Brown to Johan Summers. Three from the top of the mountain. Hakens. Philoy, Agin. Out to the corner. Melvin Agin for three. Rims out, they'll get it back. Agin throws it down two-handed. Nothing cautious about that. Brown for three. Good. Well, that's a way to make a statement. He hadn't scored in the third quarter, but he's back to his best once more. 16 points in it again. 17 points, I beg your pardon. Philoy, Edging. Pinar Karsiyaka now turning the screw again. There was a threat of a bit of a Umana Reyer Venezia for a moment, but it looks like it might have been snuffed out here. The lead just keeps on extending at half-time. It was 49-34. That was a 15-point lead. It's up to 18, and it could be 19. It is. Midway through the third quarter. Umana Reyer Venezia with an awful lot to do. Philoy. Now with Tyrus McGee. Jump shot long two. Bramos. Peric, he's on now for the first time in the third quarter. And the power forward has hurt himself there in the process of making the shot. Brent Petway has the foul called against him. Stops for a chat with Coach Markovic. Not too sure what happened there, but he is in a lot of pain. He's a hard man, Peric. If he hasn't broken a finger or anything like that. But he looks like he's not going to be able to continue, actually. Having only just come back on. He's actually holding his wrist rather than his hand. Well, the other 6 teams in this group all play tomorrow night in the Basketball Champions League, meaning that the winner of this one was always going to go top of the pile. Haynes and Philoy need those 3-pointers to go down more regularly than they have. Been blunt with their shooting tonight. Look at the 3-point difference there. 54% plays 31. Not going to win many games, especially on the road at a place like Karsiyaka, with a 3-point shooting record down at 31%. By contrast, it has been a night to remember for Pinar Karsiyaka. They have been red hot. They haven't tied it up yet. They're in a good position there. Petway. Soner Shenchuk puts up a little mid-ranger. Misses. Shot clock violation, I think. No. Buzzer went, but he must have caught the framework of the basket beforehand. Resetting the clock. Bramos has the foul called on him, and listen to the noise from the home support here. They've got right behind their team. Jaquan Summers has joined Brown in double digits. He's on 14 points at the moment for the night. And he's having an accurate night from the line. 4 from 4 for Jaquan Summers. Ariel Philoy forced to go back outside from way downtown. The shot comes in from Bramos, but no luck. They are forcing them to shoot from a long way out here. They know they need 3-pointers and they need them quick if they're going to get back into the contest. That's well worked. Out to the corner, wide open. No, not quite. Recycled. Summers. Yes. Drains the 3. Pinar Karsiyaka lead by 22. They're going to send the fans home happy tonight. Well, the coaches have had their say. But Pinar Karsiyaka just can't stop extending their lead. Haynes wants it. Ortner goes back out, shot clock down to single figures. Pinar Karsiyaka stacking up the turnovers against their opponents. Venezia have been turned over 11 times in total. 6 of them have been steals. Venice have missed their last 5 three-point field goals. Part of that is because of the quality of the defence from Pinar Karsiyaka. It's not just been wayward shooting, but they've forced them to go from a long way out, protecting the paint. Pinar Karsiyaka haven't had any easy baskets of late. I mean, Umana Reyer Venezia haven't, I beg your pardon. Pinar Karsiyaka haven't allowed any. Here's Jacob Brown. 23 points in the first half, just the 3 so far in the third quarter. May not have got the shot to drop, but he does get the foul. Certainly been a contender, I reckon, for MVP of game day 9 in the Basketball Champions League. 28 points and counting for Brown. Here is Bramos. Gets the foul. Beigel. Only person really in foul trouble for Pinar Karsiyaka is Brent Petway. 3 fouls in the 9 minutes he's had on the court. You have to keep going back to that battle. It was branded a bit of a head-to-head, this one, between Jacob Brown and Tyrus McGee, and there just hasn't been a contest there. 27 points for Brown, just the 5 for McGee, who had struggled at point guard. Hasn't played as much as he would have liked because of the number of fouls he stacked up early. Here is Beigel. Now Summers collects, drops to the floor, manages to get the pass out. Shot clock in the dying embers. They've done well at the rebound again. Missed by Brown. They recycle it once more. Centre calls for calm. Brown, shot clock again, low. Released it just in time. A buzzer beater. And Pinar Karsiyaka lead by 25, their biggest lead on the night. They are heading top of Group B as things stand. Bramos, jump shot from distance, again, no good. And Venezia have really struggled from downtown. Credit to the Pinar Karsiyaka defence, they've come with a strategy to stifle them. And going into the contest, their 3-point shooting wasn't anything to write home about, so maybe that was the idea. Let's keep them outside of the arc. Mateusz Ponitka comes back on to rapturous applause. Ponica shifts it on quickly. Pinar Karsiyaka on course for their biggest win of the Basketball Champions League, perhaps. They managed their biggest win last week against the Romanian side Oradea. They won by 29, 79 to 50, but they could be knocking on the door of three figures as things stand. It's 72-45, and a couple of free throws here for Mohamed Baigul to extend that advantage further. Said this third quarter would be decisive. If Umana Reyer Venezia are going to get back into it, they had to use the third quarter as a springboard. They haven't. Pinar Karsiyaka have extended their lead by more than the previous two quarters. Here's Haynes into the paint. That's better, but doesn't have the finish. He was under pressure from Baigul, who now has the ball. Puts up a two and hits another one. Drained. Baigul onto 12 points. Pinar Karsiyaka have a 30-point lead. And the fans are understandably delighted.
Jay, come get closer, please.
Well, Umana Reyer Venezia now playing for vital points, you think, in the goal difference stakes.
Stay focused. Stay one-on-one in defense. And don't go crazy in offense. Let them work. Only 2 sets. You go 1 up, 4 up. That's it. 1 up, 4 up. And we stay there.
0, 0. Go to fucking kill them. No pass, nothing. Don't give them.
Apology for the choice use of language there you may have picked up, but you can certainly sense Nenad Markovic was just trying to relay the message to his players that there must be no let-up, to be relentless here and win this by a distance. And they're certainly on course to do that. The only thing that's left to decide is by how big a margin the win will be. Because Pinar Karsiyaka have played the performance of the Basketball Champions League for them so far. This is expected to be a really tight contest. It's been anything but. Here's Melvin Edgin. Haynes. Another shot clock violation. That's another nod to how good Pinar Karsiyaka have been. Their defensive structure has been almost impenetrable. Only managed 11 points Venezia in that third quarter. Pinar Karsiyaka have increased their scoring quarter by quarter. 23 they put past Umana Reyer Venezia in the first quarter, then 26 in the second, 27 in that third. That's a good block. This time by Jamel Hagens. And if they continue that trend, of course, Pinar Karsiyaka, they will have their first three-figure score of the Basketball Champions League. Their highest scoring has been 84 points, which was managed at home to Maccabi Ranmedia. They will almost certainly beat that. Just released in time, but it was missed. Rebound taken by Soner Şentürk, though. Baigul. They've assumed full control. Getting to the rebounds. Almost always. Great play. And the finish, the match. Simply stunning from Mohamed Baigul. 16 points now, rather, for Baigul. Peric. Stolen. Weigl, quick in transition, foul by Peric. The Croatian can be a bit of a battering ram at times, and he bounced into him, you go flying. As was the case there. This is going to be a huge win for Pinar Karsiyaka by numbers, and it's going to be a big win in terms of underlying their credentials. They can win this group. They've got a really big game against Le Mans in a few weeks' time in France. Finishes there again for Weigl. He can't stop scoring at the moment. They did lose to Le Mans on game day 5, Pinar Karsiyaka. It'll be a tough ask to win in France, but it's not impossible. Another foul call there. It's just starting to get a little ill-tempered here. Tyrus McGee's been under the pump throughout, and he and Weigl not exchanging pleasantries, I think it's fair to say. Now then, the referees are going to decide what to do here. Well, I think I've been saying one or two things there to McGee, and McGee reacted with an unnecessary push. And the result is an unsportsmanlike foul, of course, and points in possession here for Pinar Karsiyaka. It's been a tough night for McGee, personally. Well, gets one of the two, and of course possession. McGee down the other end. Gets the same privilege. Both called for unsportsmanlike fouls. McGee only got the one free throw though, and possession actually isn't. Pinar Karsiyaka, McGee with a restart. The referee's feeling both players were at fault there. Tyrus is in real foul trouble though, isn't he? One away from being fouled out. Here is Peric. Look at the defence. Missed by Ortner. Here's Weigl, a home favourite. He's had a huge night, 17 points. And a few rebounds to boot as well. Here's Mateusz Poniket, driving into the paint and gets the foul as he took the shot. Changes are coming thick and fast. Vigiano's on. It was his foul. The crowd have been impressive tonight, as they usually are here. That's what was strange about Pinar Karsiyaka's home record, is it's been their downfall. 2-2 before tonight, surprisingly. They were better away, but they've settled back in and made this place a bit of a fortress tonight. And Ponitka goes into double figures with those two free throws. He's up to 11 points. Pinar Karsiyaka are 1 point away from their highest team score in the Basketball Champions League. Another turnover here. Philoy penalised. Pressured there, he was double teamed. Petway and Brown weren't going to let him go anywhere. In the end, it was actually a foul by Petway. He's also in foul trouble now. 4 fouls. Philoy as well is also on 4 fouls. Benjamin Ortner. Now McGee. That's not just a pick and roll, it's a foul by Ortner. And Benjamin Ortner's on 4 fouls now as well. So it's been a scrappy affair, lots of fouls. Karahan's been given a late run out here by Pinar Karsiyaka, and it's he who was fouled. Timeout called by the home team. Referee's discussing. Suspect they're going to be a bit watchful of any foul play.
Listen. 4, 5, 3, 2. Jay, get the handoff from Pet. Handoff. Open up. Same moment. You pretend like you're gonna scream for.
Stay calm. Don't fuck the ref. And all the situation. Stay there. 1 up, 4 up. That's it. And work. Don't fight against no one. Okay, let's go.
Call for calm from Walter de Raffaele. They haven't actually scored in the 4th quarter yet. Umana Reyer Venezia. So Brown goes the alley-oop pass, or it would have been a stunning way to get their highest score of the competition. It's been stolen by Ponitka. He has got one in support, doesn't need him. Went alone but rimmed out. Well, it's entertaining stuff here, and the crowd responding to it. Ponitka with a foul on Vitiano. Philoy. Back out. Peric for 3. Good. Hits it. And reduces the arrears a little. Brown, the crowd bouncing up and down. Jacobin Brown is hit 30 points so far. Goes out to Petway at first. Now Karahan. Pigiano stopping Ponitka, coming any closer. Philoy. Peric into the paint. Try to bank it in. First you don't succeed, try again. And Peric succeeded eventually. He's got all of Venezia's point in this 4th quarter as they cross the 50-point barrier. Looking to restore some pride. More than half of the 4th quarter still remaining though. Here's Jacobin Brown with Karsiyaka eyeing up 100. Gets the layup. Good finish from Jeff Vigiano. He was the creative hub last week. A lot of rebounds. Petway. Beigel. And Pinar Karsiyaka's progress has just been stunted a little bit over the last few minutes, eyeing up 3 figures, and all of a sudden that's looking a little less likely. Lots of fouls in this one. Peric. Good defence, but I think the foul was called anyway on Petway, who is now fouled out. Brent Petway, that's 5 fouls. Off he goes, gets his applause. No question that was a foul. But Petway's action comes to a conclusion. Coven Brown. Very high success rate from Pinar Karsiyaka from the free throw line. Venezia struggling. They're down in every stat, as you'd expect in a game of such large margins. Shot clock down to single figures here. Brown's got to get it off, and does. And there it is. Pinar Karsiyaka have their highest score of the Basketball Champions League as they go up to 85. And their lead just keeps on growing. They've surpassed their 84 points now that they put past Maccabi Reyer Venezia on game day 3. Peric with more success this time, doubling up from the line. Here's Beigel, 17 points for him, trailing Summers, who has 20, and Brown, who's got 32 in the bag. Beigel taking his time. Peric got a little touch on that one. Let's take it out of bounds. Off goes Benjamin Ortner for Umana Reyer Venezia. On comes Jamal Hagans. Here goes Summers. Shooting for 3. Oh, drains it from way outside. Mohamed Beigel goes to 20 points. Voyer Peric. Feeds Philoy. Philoy's got options. Go round the arc, and the shot comes in with a high trajectory, but it's air ball. $12 points in 3 minutes 20 for Pinar Karsiyaka to reach the 3 figures. Karahan really are improving their points difference, which was nothing to write home about before tonight. It was only plus 26, but on the night they're plus 33 at the moment. It's a lead that just continues to grow. Hagans, now Peric. Out to the wing. Three-point shooting has not been kind to Umana Venezia. They are down at less than 30% success rate. Contrast that with Pinar Karsiyaka, who are over 40%. Coven Brown. Now Karahan on the dribble drive to the rack. Can't finish. And in transition, Peric threatening and gets the finish and the score. Pinar Karsiyaka are still eyeing up 3 figures here. They need 10 more points to get there. But time is starting to run short. Venezia have had more success from the bench, but that's mainly because Pinar Karsiyaka have trusted the starting 5 to get them over the line, and they continue in that vein, Dewan Summers. With 2 more. Hagens. Filloy from outside. Again, kisses the iron. Filloy holding up Brown. Brown calling the shots, tells Guven where to go. Moves him along the baseline. Brown, does he need anyone? Is he going to go it alone here? Shot clock's going low. Gets the shot off. Gets the points again. 36 points for Jacoven Brown. Stolen. Weigel didn't take it cleanly into his grasp. 6 short of 3 figures. Egged on by the home fans. Karahan. Big rejection, but the foul was called, and he will go to the line. Foul by Krikonia, who's only recently come on for some fourth quarter action. Huge celebrations over every point. Karahan's one of their own, one of the youngsters. First points of the night. Makes them both. And they're 4 short of the century. Filloy. Venezia will do all in their grasp to stop the embarrassment of conceding 100. Will they be able to? It's Peric. Called for travelling. Pinar Karsiyaka will look for a quick score here. 41.4 seconds remaining. If we get a quick score here, then they'll have it 1 more possession before the end. Weigel goes for 3. There it is, up to 99. Mohamed Weigel having a night to remember. His efficiency rating is almost off the charts. Filloy, they want to regain possession as soon as they possibly can. Filloy. It's a foul on Krikonia. It's an understandable foul to make. First point of the night for Krikonia. Makes them both. So 7.3 seconds for Pinar Karsiyaka. They want the 3 figures. It's Karahan going at it. They'll have the possession. They've only got 1 second to use it. Hagens with some good defensive work. Here it is. No, it's not to be. They fall 1 short of the century, but what a win from Pinar Karsiyaka. That was simply sensational from start to finish from the Turkish side. Looking to put right their home form. They have certainly done that tonight with a crushing win over the Italians, and they go top of Group B tonight. The Turkish team for 24 hours at least. A win by 40 points in the end from Izmir in Western Turkey. Jacoven Brown deserves a lot of plaudits. 36 points on the night. What a performance from him. He was well supported by Mohamed Weigel, who made 23 points, and Dewan Summers, who added with his 6 rebounds 22 points. And in the end, a crushing win. The 3-point shooting impressive from Pinar Karsiyaka. Poor from Umana Reyer Venezia, who have to pick themselves up from this defeat and go again next time out, because it won't be easy, even though they're facing bottom of the standings Kimmich, whom they lost to on game day 3. It is the Italians' first defeat since game day 3. Whilst Pinar Karsiyaka have strung together back-to-back wins. And next week they go to Israel to face Maccabi Venezia. Brown, the standout player, of course, with his 36 points, 4 assists as well. But he was ably supported on the night. And that was a night that the Karsiyaka supporters will remember for a long time. On an emotional week here in Turkey after the goings-on in Istanbul, a real pick-me-up feel about the place. And no wonder they're supporting their fans. It's a big party, and it will go late on into the night, I'm sure, here in this part of Turkey, in Izmir. Jacob Brown leading the celebrations. It's their biggest win of the Basketball Champions League to date. They go top of Group B, and that is good reason to sing and dance. All the action live in one place. Live.basketball TV is your place to go. And the rest of Group B will be playing tomorrow. So make sure you tune into that. I'll leave you with highlights of the game. A thrilling contest if you're a Pinar Karsiyaka supporter. And despite this positive start from Umana Reyer Venezia, it's not something you'll want to relive in a hurry. A bit of a pummeling in the end. Pinar Karsiyaka winners by 40 points. It's finished from Izmir, 99-59. Thank you very much for watching, and see you again soon in the Basketball Champions League.